among Malaysian NGOs, Tuan Haji Khairil is known as the Sifu of disaster relief. He's been in the field for a very, very long time, a very vast experience in different types of reliefs, dangerous conflict, war zones, and also earthquakes, landslides, and of course flood relief as well. He's been in a lot of international missions, including I think all over the world, the Balkans, Croatia, Kosovo, Albania, Bosnia, of course, and he's also been in missions in Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan in Central Asia, Indonesia, Cambodia, Myanmar in Southeast Asia, of course Malaysia included, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, and Iran, just to name a few. Captain Roslan, he graduated in electrical engineering. Be followed by a discussion with them up front here, and then we will be followed by questions and answers from you and those who are present with us online. Without further ado, please join me in welcoming Tuan Haji Khairil Anwar. Khalid, تفضل.
Talk about almost about a few, just to share our experience. I'm not an expert actually, but we can share our experience, what we are going on the ground, and how we can work out, how we can work together. Of course, you can see here. I think it's here, right? Sorry, dear brother. The pointer. Okay. This is Nama Foundation and MRA. Okay, Nama Foundation is one of our donors, actually. So we'll be working very closely with Nama Foundation. This is a flood relief mission in the Kampung Orang Asli Tandong Banting, Selangor. It's a big flood, Selangor in 2022. This was funded by Jasa Nama, Alhamdulillah. And also we're doing all over Selangor, and also some of the fund from various funders, including Yayasan Nama. Oops, sorry. Okay, I just briefly about MRA. Maybe some of you know about MRA, but maybe you don't know what MRA is. A Malaysian Relief Agency. We registered under Trustee Act in 1952 in 2010. But actually, the founders and the pioneers of MRA, mostly we have combined around 30 to 40 years experiences on the ground, working with various organizations, because we start with the Malaysian Relief International when we are working in the late 80s and early 90s. So last in 2010, when we registered under Malaysian Relief Agency. Of course, we are supported by concerned individual and corporation, and also some of the government agencies also support us. And in 2014, we received ECOSOC status from United Nations. And we also the associate member of Federation Islamic Medical Association, FIMA, because we have in MRA, we have various sectors. No? Even we have an MRA medic. So we have a very strong medical program in Malaysia and also in overseas. No? And of course, we expanded to 13 states in Malaysia, including Sabah and Sarawak. Our purpose is to ensure that our assistance is given to the beneficiaries in effective and efficient manner. So we have to be on the ground. So we have chapter in every state. The only state where we do have a chapter is Negeri Sembilan, because we cover from central, no? From HQ. You can see here some up from Perlis to Sarawak and Sabah. No, this the most challenging part. If you want to is to have a coordination between all the state. No, so the coordination is very important, especially like we have MRA Terengganu now. So we have to have the right data. We have to write right information before we go on the ground. No, okay. This is all the state MRA state level. This is our local program, person with disabilities, senior citizen, volunteer training. We do a lot of volunteer training. We are the pioneer in doing a training for Malaysian government, MyCop, is remember. So we developed the module for MyCop, no, for the first and second year of MyCop when the KBS, no, Kementerian Belia dan Sukan. And then we have also Indigenous Development Program, or ASLI, Community Development, no, a Sustainable Community Development Program. Then of course education, we have a Rohingya Community School. We have 3 Rohingya Community School. And we have IQ Project. What I mean IQ Project is for hardcore poor. Yeah? So we have in Penang, we have in Perak Kedah, we have in Kuala Lumpur, we have in Sabah, and also we have in Perak and Terengganu. This is for hardcore poor. Because we believe that there are certain community that thrive under our development. No? So this is a thing that we need to tackle, especially for the hardcore poor. No? Of course, Urban Poor and Homeless Project, Medical Help Program. We have a very big medical help program for stateless children all over Malaysia. And we work very closely with my MKN, National Security Council. We have 4 schools in Sabah. You know, they're working with MKN. So inshallah, we will try to work closely with various agencies, government agencies. Of course, disaster relief is one of our core activities, that our core, this disaster relief. So disaster relief is mainly like tsunami, flood. Every year we have flood, right? Okay, this is 8 in ASEAN countries, Japan and Bangladesh. This is basically what we done overseas, no? In Nepal, Bangladesh, Thailand, Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia, Myanmar. We go to non-food item, education, public amenities, water and sanitation, person with disabilities, most of course, training, shelter, protection, medical, food and advocacy. Because like in Japan, we are working since the Fukushima, but mostly it's to work together with our partner in Japan. Because Japan is a very rich country, you know. But why we go there? Because we want to show solidarity with our partners and network there. You know? So this is of course Syria, Bosnia, Lebanon, Palestine, Egypt, Pakistan, Somalia, Yemen, Afghanistan and Sri Lanka. Normally we work with our local partners there, but certain countries we have our own office. For example, in Yemen, we have the office in Yemen, we have the office in Afghanistan to cover our project there, you know. And also for Syria, we are working with, for Syria and Gaza, we have a partner in Gaza and also in Syria. Okay, come back to flooding. No, flooding is the most significant hazard in Malaysia. Everybody know, no? Every year. No, but in Kelantan and Terengganu is normal for them. No, it's just like a festival, no, flood, water festival. But not now, because last time we don't have the landslide or it's only flood. But now they have landslide, no, big wave, and stagnant water. This is the thing that we have to look to. No? Then of course, this is the most important thing. It's important to have effective communication between NGOs, government agencies, and various parties. It allowed for better sharing information and synchronized operation to ensure faster and widespread and effective relief response on the ground while avoiding unnecessary waste of resource. This is very important because we lose and waste a lot of resources, no? Because there is no coordination. Don't have any data when we move on the ground. So we cannot just pack our thing just because I want to be first on the ground, but you don't have any data. And then you stuck there. Now it happened. It happened. Huh? Of course, this is our MRA war room. Okay, we will activate this war room wherever we have a major disaster. No? So all the data, all over from state MRA will be analyzed here. No? And be sent to the state and to our donors. So we have a right data, we have the right information to be given to the donors, to the funders, at the same time how we want to implement on the ground. This is what we call as our engine room. No? So we have the data, all these things. So every state, daily, we have to update on daily basis wherever the major disaster happen. For example, now we have, every few hours we have a data from Terengganu and Kelantan because they barely hit now. No? So we know what's happening on the ground. Like now in Besut, no shop is open. Even you have money, you cannot buy anything. No electricity, no diesel, no gas. So it's very hard for them. No? So how you want to move there? How you want to assist if we didn't equip all this data? No? So this is we call it MRA war room. Of course, we have a risk command center. We have we break down into five areas. No, coordinator for Northern Peninsula, Kedah, Perak, Perlis, and Penang. Southern Peninsula, Johor, Melaka, and Negeri Sembilan. East Peninsula is Terengganu, Kelantan, and Pahang. Central Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, and Selangor, and of course in East Malaysia, Sabah and Sarawak. So, but if now what is happening now right now is we are focusing now more on Kelantan and Terengganu. So all these guys will assist this area now. No? Can? Of course, this one is kerugian or losses last year flood in Selangor or in the big flood last year. It's around 6.1 billion. It's a lot of money. No? If you can see here, the Klang Valley itself is 1.2 billion. No? Losses during the big flood. For 1 week big flood, this is what we lost. Petaling district, 1.1 billion. Ulu Langat, 0.4 billion. No? It's a lot of money. Right? This is what, the economic loss, no? Then the infrastructure, that destroyed infrastructure. But at the same time, losses of our resources. Because everybody don't have any coordination to assist on the ground. So this is the problem also. Okay? Of course, we have around 1,363 units of PPS or Temporary Advocacy Center all over Malaysia. We are large capacity. There's more than 2,000 people for one PPS. Now they have medium capacity 500 to 2,000 people and small capacity around 500 people. But the problem here, even this is not enough because we had a report this morning in Kuala Terengganu itself. No, all the PPS already full. Already full. I think Captain know about this thing. So, but still raining. How we want to evacuate them? No. So this is the thing that any NGOs or the humanitarian workers have to think about it. We have to fill the gap. In PPS, they have food, they have everything. But a non-PPS evacuees, no? So we need to support them, especially for ready to eat food. Food. No? You don't just give rice for them, they cannot cook. No? So this is the thing that we need. The assistance now is more like ready to eat food, biscuit, mineral water, hygiene kit, because they cannot take everything there, because they don't have any hygiene kits. This is the most one of the most important thing that we need to assist. No? Of course, this is all over the country. Then I think this is the thing that very important. This is coordination between agencies. We have a lot of problem here. It's between the government agencies. APM, APM with NAPMA with Ministry of Health, Ministry of Health with police with DO, district officers with Setiausaha Kerajaan Negeri. These are inter-government agencies. These also have problem. So when we want to go to have the information from various agencies, we have various information. No? So this is the thing. I mean, I spoke with NAPMA during NAPMA, when we have a meeting, I spoke about this issue. No, inter-government agencies. Government, the ministry or the minister in charge have to be, to tackle all these things, no? And then relief organization. I mean the coordination between the relief organization. No? Yayasan Salam or NAPMA with MRA, MRA with MAPIM, MAPIM with Islamic Relief, or MAPIM with Suci, or MRA with Suci. So, no, we need to have among us, even among us, we need to have a coordination. No? We cannot, because to be frank with you guys, dear brothers, some of the NGOs, they say, I want to be first there. This is normal. No, I want to be first there, but without any data. The only thing they say, I'm the first one to be here, but no data, no information, what are you going to give on the ground? No, because the thing here, the most important thing is what they need. I mean, the victim needs, not what we want to give it to them. This is the problem that some of our organization activists, we think that we give to them what we want to give it to them, not what they need. And then, of course, this is NGOs and government agencies. We also have to, alhamdulillah, we have a coordination meeting with NAPMA and also with various agencies. Now, it's getting better. No? Last and not least is the community. Sometimes we left them during the discussion, during the meeting, how to assist, because this is the recipient, the community itself. We need to get them involved. We need to know what they want. So a lot of time we miss this thing. We discuss only three of us, not the community, not with Ketua Kampung, not with JKKK. No? So this is very important thing that we need to do. We need to sit down with the local community and find out what is the real problem on the ground and what they need, not what we want to give it to them. Okay? This is, actually, if everybody know about Arahan 20, MKN 20, everything will be smooth. No? But mostly the NGOs, they don't know about this MKN 20. No? Who will handle? In what area they can go in? No? In which area? I mean, how they want to assist? For us, we are not search and rescue NGOs. No? We don't need to go and rescue, go and search and rescue, Right? There is other, the search and rescue, they need expertise. No? People who be trained on that area. No? Not people like us, not people like me. No? So this is the thing, people want to go and find out to rescue the people, but you don't have anything, you don't have the asset, you do not even train to do that. No? MKN 20. What is MKN 20? You can see here. This is all the disaster management and communication channel. If they declare emergency nationwide, the people that will take over is Perdana Menteri, is the Prime Minister. No? If they declare emergency nationwide, like last time, what happened in Kelantan, so the federal government will take over. All this, Pusat Kepala Operasi Bencana, all these things, they have it. And then, this is on a state level. Setiausaha Kerajaan Negeri. He will give it to Pusat Kepala Operasi Bencana Bilik Kerajaan Negeri. But on the district part, is pegawai daerah. He's the king during the time. He decide everything. But what happened during the Selangor big flood last year? No? The district officer don't know what he want to do. No? The state government blame federal government. Federal government blame state government. The NGOs don't know what is the information, how to do, where to move, what they need, we don't know. Because we don't follow all these things. If everybody know their role, I think it should be okay, inshallah. Right? Same thing this one, like this. Pos kawalan, pengamatan mencari dan menyelamat. Right? And then kesihatan, kebajikan, sokongan, PDRM, police, and then media, and then technical expertise. All these things, they have it. Role or agency involved in disaster management and incident area. Smart. Okay, this Pasukan Menteri Penyelamat Malaysia is smart. Jabatan Bomba, Kementerian Kesihatan, Jabatan Pertahanan Awam. You know? And they're the only one that allowed to be in ground zero, not us. Itu jadi what happening batang kali. You are NGOs, you're not trained to be there on the yes, cannot. I think Captain Rostan know this, but no, you're not trained to do that. Okay? This thing. This is, if everybody, this is from MKM20. This in the green area is mostly voluntary relief agencies and NGO. This is our area. Incident control post, this one is SMART, Civil Defence, other rescue agencies, Malaysian Armed Forces, the yellow one. But this one in incident area is Special Search and Rescue Unit, Operation Center. We cannot go there. Even the police didn't go here. No? Even the police and armed forces, unless there was instructed to go here, they don't go here. And we want to go here. No? See, this is the problem, no? When we don't know what is our role. Our role is here. If we are needed in the yellow zone, we can discuss with the various agencies. Not to say we cannot go inside the yellow zone. But this zone, normally it's no go. You bring one 5-footer boat, you want to save one besut. Cannot. You have to, no. So this area normally is no-go area, unless you have expertise and you work together with Special Search and Rescue Unit. Okay? Preparation of flood. The most important is pre-flood, during flood, and post-flood. We need to plan. We have to anticipate when the flood is coming, so you need to prepare. And during the flood, of course, you need to do what we need to do. And also the post-flood. But a lot of people are doing here, during flood, not post-flood. No? Even what they call it, flash flood, but they still need to clean their house. No? Barang rosak. No? Okay, so this is prevention of flood. Okay, here. Overall preparedness system at central and state level. This is what MRA is practicing. Assessment of fixed and non-fixed asset. We will check all our fixed asset, non-fixed asset. We prepare the system in central and state level. And then this is very important, fixed asset preparation that we're talking just now about radio emitter. Because now in Besut, you cannot use handphone. No, you need an amateur radio. Medical equipment, water jet, water pump, generator, canopy, and disaster tent. This is where to prepare during the pre-flood. And then a non-fixed asset preparation is a personal hygiene kit, baby kit, house cleaning equipment, survival kit, food pack, family requirement, kitchen appliances, and other necessities. We have to prepare all these things. Huh? We have to prepare all these things, and then we can move. We know where we want to go. Okay? Right. Then this is during flood. We have to work closely with government and non-government agencies as NADMA, JKM, PKOB, I mean the Disaster Operation Control Center, and local authorities like APM. No? This is very important. Disaster Operation Control Center, PKOB. It's very important. We need to know. Yeah, we just cannot go and, I want to give here and there, no? Okay? And then identify current need of the victim. For example, hygiene kit, baby kit, or ready-to-eat food. We have to identify what they need, the current needs. You go to PPS now, and then you give them, you go to Dungun, you give them 1 pack of rice, not rice, what kan? 10 kilo per pack. What they want to do about it? And then of course here, food pack, RT and other etc. were also given to the temporary evacuation center. What you mean by temporary evacuation center? Right? Because we feel the gap, whatever the government don't support. We feel the gap. Because normally in PPS they have everything. But sometimes they don't have certain things. And so we feel the gap. Okay? And post-flood, of course, property damage, electrical goods, 90% item can no longer be used. So what we do, we give assistance to every family affected by a flood disaster. Stove, electric rice cooker, kitchen utensil, mattress, pillows, blanket, bedding set, and food pack. This is, normally when they go home, they don't have anything. So we need to give all these things. No? And of course, the cleanup work involve a large number of volunteers and a large number of cleaning equipment. No? And normally, MRA medical volunteers work with the health authority to run one mobile clinic in the affected location. Why? Because especially the people who have a chronic disease like diabetes, because they don't have the medicines. So this is where the mobile clinic, MRA mobile clinic, go and outreach to the victims, and see what they need actually, And also during the flood, we have to be a lot of waterborne disease, waterborne disease. So normally MRA medic, we go out and outreach and working together with the authorities. Of course, our target group is individuals, the victim, babies, families, workers, students, and also volunteers. Because volunteers also sometimes they need food to eat, even the volunteers. So this is our target group. Assistance, medical is a mobile clinic, home-to-home visit, and PFA. Food item, normally we give a food pack, dry food and hot meal, energy pack, drinking water, clean supply, and non-food item. And this is a services, cleaning work, minor repair work, wiring, repair damage, motorized equipment, and other requirement. So this is the type assistance that normally we do. Okay. Of course, you can see here, these are our doctors working on the ground. So just check with flood victims. And this is after flood, the post-flood. We need to clean. Right? So this is a cycle actually. I just want to show the humanitarian system. Our role, responsibility, and coordination for sustainability. We have to prepare, and then there is where our war room coming in, assessment, analyze. Then we join planning with our MRA state even before the flood. And then we talk to our donors, the resources. Inshallah, maybe Yayasan Nama can support us this year. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. So from here, then only we can implement it. We can mobilize the thing. So this is a cycle, and then after all the thing here, we do the assessment, what we done for betterment of future programs. So this is a cycle. So we prepare first. Even we prepare, and then we need the assessment analysis. This is the war room coming in, joint planning with our MRA, and also with our donors. Of course, you can see here, when disaster impact, this is our response. Our operation focus is response, recovery, and development. What I mean is cleaning, mitigation, preparedness, and this is a cycle. Okay, I want to go just timeline. Of course, we have a exit plan. How you want to exit plan? So if we have a long-term project, of course we have to present to MRA headquarters, so we can analyze. We want to have a for long-term project. What I mean a long-term project is a 1 year, 2 years project. No, like what we're doing in Palu or in Aceh, we have a 3 years program. It's a long-term project, but we have to really calculate our budget, all sort of thing. And then, of course, after we were handing over the project to implementing NGOs on the ground to continue the project. This is very important because if we start the project, we need the project. No? So, Alhamdulillah, if you go to Bosnia now, the school that we set up is still there. It's still there. The clinic that we set up is still there because we pass over to local NGOs. Okay, for all the brothers and sisters, for your information, we are working very. Actually, we have we call it Women's War Victim Center in Sarajevo because, as you know, a lot of rape victims during that time. So we don't call them a rape victim, we call them Women War Victim. So we set up a center for that. Working together with local doctors, all these things. But school, you can go there, the school's still there, the clinic is still there. After, from 1994, after 20 years, nearly 30 years, still there. Okay, all right? Okay, this is, logistic is very important, no? Logistic, of course, this is more the process of planning, implementing, so it will be efficient, cost-effective flow of storage of goods and materials, okay? As well as related information from point of origin to the point of consumption. That means we need to have, logistic is very, very important in humanitarian work. Without good logistic structure, it's very hard to implement or to assist people on the ground. No? Because humanitarian logistics encompasses of moving goods and equipment, relocate disaster-affected people, transferring facilities and moving of aid, relief workers and volunteers. To move the relief workers, APM no, to move the relief workers, you need a lot of things. You have to have a logistic, how to move there. And on top of that, when you reach in Terengganu, where you want to sleep? Where is your warehouse? Where you can buy your supply? All this is a logistic structure, right? So around 2/3 of funding in each emergency is spent on logistics, highlighting the need for effective and efficient systems. No? We not just, okay, you want to help people, just, no. Okay. Of course, logistics. This is biggest, like I told you just now, the biggest here in disaster response operation and humanitarian system is the logistic. Shortage and delay of humanitarian logistic system can contribute to the pain and suffering of survivors or affected people. Humanitarian logistic budget should be sufficient to prevent such shortage or delay. However, it needs enough manpower, volunteers, to ensure efficient disbursement to the needy. Okay. This is our warehouse in PJ. Okay. We stock everything there. If you anticipate that a big flood will be coming, so we stock all the things. No? We have this is our main warehouse, but instead we have our state warehouses. No? So whatever they can buy instead, they can buy it. But now, a lot of things they have to buy from MRA Pahang is moving to MRA Terengganu because they cannot buy anything in Besut. Okay, this is our warehouse. Of course, this is a mode of transport. We're working together with Post Malaysia. This is during the COVID time. No, we're working with Northport. This is more to give assistance to East Malaysia, Sabah and Sarawak, and also with TUDM. No, so we need to have a smart partnership with all these government authority, government agencies. No, Because you cannot move the thing to Borneo. In Borneo, we work with mass swing, to go to the remote areas, Okay, this is the role. Role, responsibility, and coordination is humanitarian coordination, effective leadership and coordination in humanitarian emergencies. Financing. Educate timely and flexible financing. So we want to help people, we need money. We need money. So if we need money, we need to inform our donors. We need to give our donors all the data, what is our planning. And then we have to write a report to our donors, what we have done with their money. Cluster approach, educate capacity and predictable leadership all sectors. We have all the sectors. We have to focus on the sectors. We cannot do everything. Of course, partnership. Strong partnership between all stakeholders. There I show you the 4 stakeholders, intergovernment agencies, NGOs, the donors, and also the stakeholders and the community itself. So we must have a strong partnership, all the stakeholders. Kalau we don't have, if we don't have a strong partnership, kawan ni nak jadi leader, these people want to be a leader, then we cannot work out, maybe. Of course, working together is an urgent life and death issue. This is especially maybe in flood issue we cannot. It's not really, but in war zone or in conflict zone, working together is an urgent life and death issue, actually. Of course, what does it mean for you here? I'm going to talk here. Now what we are discussing now. First, we have to change our attitude and way you work. Genuine partnership and accountability. We have to change our way of work. We cannot work in silo. We have to work together. Now we have to have a common objective, is to assist the vulnerable people, the victims. It's not about us, it's about them. So, genuine partnership. Ensure deliver better product, impact on vulnerable population. We need to ensure deliver better product. Okay? And then improve preparedness and contingency planning. What I'm talking about the preparedness is now pre-flood, pre-disaster, we have to prepare. And what is our contingency planning? For example, we received today a call from Besut, asking they don't have diesel for their 4-wheel drive. They don't have communication right? They don't have food because all shop in Besut semua tenggelam, finished. So we received this morning, so we had to move from Dungun and Kuala Terengganu to go to Besut. So we had to prepare all these things. So we must have a contingency planning. Of course, mental linkage to recovery and development. Improve support to government and local capacity development. We have to support the government. Whatever is it, we have to work together with the government agencies. A lot of NGOs sometimes they say, oh, you are government, you do like this. No, we must have positive thinking. We have to work together. We cannot blame each other. They come in, both parties, even some of the government officials, oh, you are NGOs, why you come here? Not to be frank, why you come here? We don't need you. But no, we cannot work that way. We cannot work in silo. We have to work together. Okay? This is, of course, MRA flood relief in December until March 2022. This in with CIMB and also with this is mainly in Selangor. So I think maybe this 20 minutes, right? Or more. Okay, inshallah, maybe you have any question later. We can answer the question. No, thank you very much. No, thank you, thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. Very, very informative. Thank you very much. I would like to give the floor now to Captain Rosman to express his insights on this topic for 20 minutes. فليتفضل مشكورا. Please.
about Nama Foundation, and I was very glad for this opportunity to give to Malaysia Civil Defence Force. Okay, Captain Ruslan Belok from District Hulu Langat office. Okay. As you know, Malaysia Civil Defence actually we got several office in throughout Malaysia. Okay. So I can just go through very fast this slide. Okay. So our office, okay, located in this one my office, located in Jalan Reko. Okay. No, this one our structured. Okay. We got our HQ, and then we got state level, and we got the district level, and we got the unit level. Okay. This is our ministry. Malaysia Civil Defence Force is under PMO, Prime Minister Department. This is our corporate logo. Okay. This is our ministry. Okay. The new one. Yang berhormat Datuk Amizan. This is our deputy ministry. This is our KPJ, Ketua Putrajaya. This is our state director. This is me. Okay. Okay. Just to share with you where is the civil defence force actually. We actually started on 1952 under Secretariat of the Defence, and until now we actually under many minister. The last one is Prime Minister Department. Okay, so it's very crucial. Before this, everyone know APF is JPA. Okay, and then we changed our name to JPA 3, JPA 3, and then JPM, Jabatan Penawam, and the new one is APM, Angkatan Penawam, or we call Malaysia Civil Defence Force. Okay, and we also got the emergency numbers. For this, we're using the 991, and in 2007 we changed to 999 for the 5 agencies in the Malaysia Emergency Response Services. This is the history. Okay. I want to ask you something. Are you ready to face the war? Are you ready to face the war? No. No. Are you ready to face the disaster? How are your preparedness about the disaster? What is your preparedness? Nothing. Pardon? Yes. For your information, we got 3 times for the other country try to attack our nation. 3 times. The first one in 65. Okay, second time in Hadatu. Okay. Okay. In our role, civil defense, okay, we actually implemented in 2 situations. First one during war, but civil defense did not using the we call senjata. We will do the senjata, and then during peace, our role is to protect life and properties during, after, and before. Okay. This is our main kuasa. Okay. The first one is our Agong. Okay. So I just go. Okay. Mr. Civil Defense, we got many trainings to public. Okay. So our basic trainings, we got 6 hours only. Okay. For information, we are the uniform bodies. So marching is very important. Okay. And then we got basic first aider. We got basic for the rescue. And then we got basic for the firefighting. And also we teach public how to manage the disaster. Okay. And I think Tuan Haji Khairil have this, he know everything about the management disaster. I think I cannot comment about that. And I happy because we got NGOs yang tahu pasal disaster ni. Yang tahu. Okay. And then we got our second level trainings. Okay. As you see, the communication is number one in our training. Number one. So, like today in in Batakali, we got issue about the communication. Okay. Same thing in Besut now. Same thing in Kuala Krai 2006. Okay. And then we also got the second layer or second stage for the medical FLS, force response support. We also teaching about CPR for the high rescue level. Okay. We also can teach about the firefighting. And last one, how to cook in the temporary place. Okay. Okay, this one I want to share. Sorry. Okay, we also got how to teach how to bawa boat, to handle the boat. Not same. You cannot simply handle the boat. Tak semudah itu. Okay. Okay, we got also our command center. This one in Lahad Datu. Okay, can you see how many people in there? Okay. I was there 10 days. Okay, besides the different force we offer to the public to become our members. Same like NGOs, but we are the government sector. So we offer to the public to join in civil defense. You can join two organizations like NGOs and in government. No issue. That's no issue. Okay. This one our part in civil defense. We got lower age. We call that Tunas Tanawam, TUSPA. This one from standard 1 to standard 6. And then we got cadet from 1 to from 6. We also got pelatih sispa. And then we got industry. And we got the public. We also got civil defense administration team. This one for any NGOs can apply this civil defense administration team. Okay, and we got our staff here. Okay, I show you this one. We got visiting for the civil defense Singapore force cadet. This one for university program. Okay, so I want to brief to share with of you our national numbers in emergency. Okay, before this, Malaysia Civil Defence we use 991. Okay, and we started early on 20 March 1995. We have already got the emergency numbers, and then on years 2007, all these numbers we satukan. They got 5 agency only. Okay, we got Civil Defence, Royal Police, Healthy Kementerian Kesihatan, Fire and Rescue Department, and Maritime. So it's only 5 agency in the emergency numbers 999. Okay, how is what? Okay, any callers from the telco or fixed line must go to Telecom. The 3 center in Telecom in KL, Melaka, and Kuching. Okay, how is what? Okay, When the emergency numbers has died, they go to personal emergency operator in telecom, and then they ask, what is your emergencies? Okay, if regarding criminal, they go to police department. Regarding fire or rescue, they go to fire and rescue department. And if case regarding humanitarian, they go to Ministry of Civil Force. For the medical, they go to KKM. And for the Pasir Pantai, go to APMM. So how this work. Okay. Okay. Everybody knows about this flood in Hulu Langat. Okay. This one we got landslide at the Jalan Sungai Lui. What we call Genting Paris. Okay, Genting Paris. Okay. Ini sempadan antara Selangor dengan Negeri Sembilan. Okay. Jilbu. This is our DO, my DO. Okay, my DO. This is our MB. It's me. And this fire and rescue officer. This one in Nanding. In Nanding. It's also in Nanding. It's viral. In all the social media. These two features. Okay. This one we also send our bantuan to orang asli, because they are stuck dah masuk 3 hari. Diorang tak dapat keluar daripada kawasan. Okay. This one I will share with you. During pandemic COVID, this is our job in civil defense. First, on the PMA. Okay, at KLA. We also at the quality station. We also manage the saringan. And then we also in PKRC. We also in the vaccine center. Okay. We also as an agent Basmi COVID. We check every store if they wear mask or not. Okay. We also involved with the police for the Sekatan Jalan Raya and PKPD. And the last one, we also send people to. Okay. Okay, that's all for my department review. And now I will go to our topic, main topic today. Okay, flood planning and management. Okay. Before this, Haji Khairi have talked about MKN 20, Arahan MKN 20. Okay. In Arahan MKN 20, okay, we got three layer about disaster. Okay, level 1, level 2, and level 3. Okay. For your information, starting 2016, okay, APM, Business Information Force, have appointed as secretariat in Jawatan Pengurusan Bencana for the district, for the state, and for the central. Nama who the lead for the JPBD, ataupun Jawatan Pengurusan Bencana. Okay. So after we got this task, we are so beside become the correspondent. Okay, we also must manage the disaster. Before this, MKN, we manage the disaster. Okay, after they separate security and safety. Okay, MKN totally focus to the security. So NACMA focus to the disaster. After we got a big flood in 2014, 14, banjir di Kelantan. Then they separate. Okay, this agency focus to security. NACMA we focus to disaster. Okay. Okay. Are we prepared to face the disaster? Same two times I ask all of you, are you prepared or not for disaster? Yes. Are we prepared to face the disaster? Okay. Maybe they say okay, I prepared. Okay. Macam mana? How you prepared? How you prepared for disaster? Kita. Yes, okay. Right, after this, maybe after. Yes. Okay. We got the preparedness, okay, response and recovery. Okay, let Haji say tadi, kita ada 4 cycle to when we facing the disaster. Okay, preparedness, response, recovery, and mitigation. Okay. So disaster actually we got two types. Okay, naturally or man-made. Okay. And nowadays it's complex. Okay, before this dulu banjir je. Okay, tak ada landslide, tak ada tsunami, tak ada apa. Okay, but nowadays when we talk disaster, it's very complex. Okay, and how serious is it? Okay, how serious is it? Before this kalau banjir hanya kalau air tu setakat kata 1 meter, 1 meter or 2 meter. Nowadays, maybe 4 meters. Okay? And they affect human, material, economic, and environment. Also, our life. They are very important. Okay? Okay. There are 4 types of flood. Okay, this one now update lah. Okay, maybe nowadays JPS dah ada keluarkan senarai baru. Okay, we got flash flood. Okay, it's very famous in Kuala Lumpur until now. Okay, and then we got river flood. Okay, coastal flood and urban flood. Okay, okay, how we want to prepare for the disaster or for the flood? Okay, before flood. What are we doing before flood? Okay. What are we doing before flood? Okay. Yes, okay. Okay, if you stay beside the river, okay, normally we got the GPS station, okay, stesen penyukat air, okay. Berapa ramai yang tahu sistem tu berfungsi? Bila dengar je alam, okay, we call it's an alarm force, right? Ada alarm force. Normally, actually, not the alarm force, it's the trigger. The water level is rising. Correct? Public, this alarm force. This alarm force. Nowadays, you all must alert. If the sound keluar, okay, berbunyi, ini petanda air dah naik. Jangan kata itu alarm force. Kena put our mindset. This one, the alert, the warning, early warning have given to us, not the alarm force. Okay? And then after flood, okay, after flood, normally we do the recovery, buat pembersihan, okay. Okay, during flood, this one, many NGOs come to helping agencies. But like Tu Haji said, you come there, you go there, you do nothing. Okay. I just want to remind to NGOs, okay, in 48 hours during disaster, don't call us because we are so busy. Our main objective to save the life. So after 40 hours, then you come to us. Jangan kacau pasukan penyelamat semasa 40 jam pertama. Kerana masa itu masa krusial untuk kami selamatkan nyawa, keluarkan mangsa daripada kawasan bahaya. After 48 hours, datanglah jumpa kami nak bagi bantuan. Tapi on 24 or 48 hours, tolong jangan kacau kami, ganggu kami. Kami nak fokus, we have to focus to save the victim. Okay? It's my personally message to all NGOs. Okay? Okay, before flood. Okay. First, be alert. Okay? Monitoring your surrounding. Okay? Tengok kawasan rumah kita. Okay? Kalau tuan-tuan tinggal dengan sebelah tepi sungai ataupun kawasan cerun, okay, tengok dia punya perubahan, okay, and then check forecast updating, okay, and monitoring weather on radio, okay, local television, radio station, or local agencies for the more information, okay. After that, you must have the emergency numbers. Okay, right now only one numbers we got in mention, 999. Okay, just dial 999 only. Don't dial other numbers. Okay, because and then you also must have the community emergency response team. Okay, kalau tempat tuan-tuan ada ketua kampung, ada penghulu, ada MPKK, tuan-tuan kena ada nombor dia ni. Okay? Because mereka ni ada dalam community management disaster in district. Every information we relay to them. So tolong simpan nombor ketua kampung, penghulu ataupun pengurusi peserta penduduk. Okay? Kena simpan. Okay? And then we got the emergency numbers. We must learn how to monitor the hazard. Oh, okay. And then learn how to evacuate. And you must know where's the PPS. Kena tahu di mana pusat pemindahan. Okay? Dan jalan nak ke sana. Okay? And also make sure our community or family members alert when this is occurred. Okay? Okay, before flood, okay. Like our friend said that, prepare for the emergency kit. Okay? Prepare the emergency kit. Okay? You put that in the drinking water, food, cash money. But like Faji said, sekarang ni bila banjir, tak boleh, kedai tutup, tak boleh beli. So cash money ni tak guna juga kan. Okay? Okay, medical ataupun first aider, okay, personal you punya ni, radio, torchlight. So important. Okay, torchlight. Nowadays power bank, okay, whistle, okay, or anything can make the sound. Okay, then your important document. Okay, this one the emergency bag. Nowadays all agency keluarkan benda ni. Actually this is our product. This is APM product. Nowadays semua agency dah keluarkan benda ni. Tapi sebelum ni inilah kami punya produk yang asalnya. Okay. Sebenarnya daripada Malaysia Civilian Force MBC bag ni. Okay. Letak dalam tu dokumen penting, okay. Cash money, okay. Mineral water, okay. Kalau you got baby, you kena sediakan you punya baby punya keperluan, susu semua benda, okay. And then towels, wet tissue, personal reductant system, first aid, torchlight and whistle, okay. Okay, before flood, okay. Okay, during flood, okay. First save yourself dulu lah, and make sure diri anda selamat lah sebelum anda apa-apa berlaku, okay. Kita ada 3 jenis bantuan, we got 3 bantuan yang kita ada. Okay, first happy yourself dulu, okay. Bantu diri anda dulu, okay. Kemudian ingat kita punya members, okay, kita punya keluarga. Dan barulah bantuan daripada luar akan datang, okay. Agensi daripada akan bagi bantuan, okay. Okay, bila proses pemindahan, okay, transfer proses, okay. Dengar daripada listen to the authorities. Okay, kalau polis dah suruh pindah, pindahlah. Tak payah tunggu. Need to wait. Okay. Nampak aja air dah naik, pindahlah. Tak payah tunggu. Yang berlaku sekarang ni, tunggu air naik. Nah, lalas sampai bumbung. Okay. Okay, kalau if you in outdoor, okay, go to highest level ground, okay. Okay. Okay, if you driving, please leave your car. Don't stay in the car. Okay, because car can floating during flood. Okay, kena ingat, kereta boleh terapung dalam banjir. Terbukti. Okay. Okay. Kalau dalam kereta, keluar daripada kereta. Tolong keluar daripada kereta, jangan tunggu dalam kereta. Okay. Ini tadi Tuan Haji dah beritahu berkenaan dengan temporary transfer center. Okay. We got largest stadium. Kalau yang medium, kita ada community hall. Okay. Okay. After flood, okay. After flood, okay. Okay, sorry. This one when you go to the temporary shelter, okay, ataupun pusat pemindahan. Okay, first kena register. Dan nowadays JKM hanya only daftar atau hanya register ketua keluarga saja. Okay, tak perlu daftar semua. Okay, ketua keluarga dulu kita daftar. Okay, and then during in the masa anda sampai di pusat pemindahan, okay, kena tahu exit kat mana, toilet kat mana, food distribution kat mana, first aid kat mana, okay, lighting room, clean water, rubbish bin. Okay, ini adalah basic thing yang anda kena tahu kalau anda pergi ke pusat pemindahan. Okay. This one kena buatlah. Tolong, kena help each other. Don't become a king in the tempat pusat pemindahan. Don't become a king. Okay, APM I want water. JKM I want bantal. Okay. Jangan buat macam tu, Okay. Okay. Kita kena sama-sama bantu, Okay. Okay. Okay, after flood, Okay, selepas berlaku banjir, kita kena dengar arahan daripada agensi, okay? Sama ada rumah kita dah boleh masuk atau tak boleh, okay? And then okay, semasa masuk rumah, okay? Semasa anda masuk rumah, okay, sebolehnya anda sediakan satu stick kayu, okay, stick untuk check all your home, okay? Pasal apa? Lepas banjir biasanya akan ada snake, okay? Insert benda-benda yang berbahaya, okay? Dan kes ni sekarang pernah berlaku. Last day, 3 people die in Kelantan. Dia pegang tiang. Okay, itu very 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 bad lah. Okay, okay. Okay, after flood, okay, semasa pulang ke rumah, okay, throw out all the food in your house. Jangan ambil, tengok makan. Okay. Okay. Then service your damaged septic tank. Okay. Apa-apa kerosakan kena lapor kepada pihak berkuasa lah. Okay. You can anda boleh buat, you can do the checklist. Okay. Okay. So the tip. Okay. First get the information for the flood and relief center. Okay. Kena tahu di mana pusat pemilihan di kawasan anda. Okay. And then make early prepared. Okay. Okay, for the NGOs, okay. Let's say tadi in 24 or 48 hours first, don't come to us. Okay, you can earlier make the engagement sebelum banjir, sebelum berlaku bencana. Buat engagement awal dengan agensi ni. Okay. Okay, ini for medical. Okay. Okay, I think that's all. Maybe after this we can do the question and answer. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Captain Ruslan. Thank you for the information. Very informative session indeed. In fact, we actually allowed the time to exceed for both sessions due to the importance and relevance of the topic, especially now that we're facing floods from different parts of Malaysia. So now please let's welcome the panelists at the front so that we can have the discussion and open the floor for questions and answers as well.
Okay. Okay. Kejap. Ada, kejap. My bag. Pen saya. Okay, sorry.
All right, Bismillah. Thank you very much, Tuan Haji Khairil and
Yeah.
Captain Ruslan.
Thank you.
I think my first question would go to Tuan Haji Khairil.
Okay.
For MRA, you mentioned about the importance of preparedness pre-flood and all. For MRA and maybe also other organizations that you work with, what are the how does the organization prepare for the monsoon floods, especially like now the ones we're facing now? How do you prepare for it, and how do you know the severity of it? Is there any agency that you liaise with in order to guess or how the severity of it, so that you know what kind of relief efforts you need to have and what kind of preparedness? So-
Okay. Thank you. Okay, actually what we have done, as you see in my presentation just now, is we need to prepare when we anticipate the monsoon is coming and the big flood is coming. So we work with various agencies, especially we work with MET, the weather forecast, and also we work with ANAPMA, and also it's a local agencies on the ground, no? So from there we get all the data. No? Normally we know during the flood, what they really need. No? So what we prepare is more towards the initial or the beginning of the days of to evacuate. No? So normally they don't have basic necessities. No? So this is what we prepare. in our warehouse. So from there, once the flood is happening, for example, so we have to decide to move all our logistic from our warehouse to send the needed goods to the state that were hit by the floods. No? This is what we are doing normally. But we have to work with the relevant agencies. We are working with them. In fact, we're working with, especially with local authorities and also with the Ministry of Health and also with NATMA especially. Yeah,
Great,
that's what we do. And also we did working with the local NGOs. What I mean local NGOs is the local NGOs on the ground. No, so we have our state chapter, so they'll go on the ground and they meet with the local NGOs and local community to prepare all these things.
Yeah. Okay, great. And Captain Ruslan, you mentioned as a personal advice to the NGOs that within the first 48 hours, it's advisable not to bother the civil defense sector. But what about the people? You go there and you try to save lives, but what about the food? And I mean, the NGOs might have some sort of support. How can they be there to give that support to people?
Say before that, we must prepare earlier, like we do in nowadays in Hulu Langat. Okay, we send all the needed, okay, like food, like the tanks, okay, at the Kutu Kampung, Balai Raya. Okay, actually we got we know where is the hotspot for the flood. Okay, we already know. Because JPS give the location. So for your information, in district management committee, we got 7 working group. Okay, 7 working group. Okay, if NGO they are expert in search and rescue, okay, they must engage to the fire department. Okay, if they expert or got is they expert in medical, they have go to KKM or district office for the pejabat kesihatan daerah. Okay, if the NGO expert in welfare, okay, the NGOs now they want to give food or something, liaise with the society, jabatan JKM welfare. Okay, if they not expert in media, they can go to information department in district. And if they got logistic, they can liaise to workers department, JKR. And if they expert in technical, okay, like flood, okay, nowadays we spoke about flood, they can go to JPS. Actually, in the disaster committee, we got 7 working group. So before monsoon season, all NGOs must go to this department earlier. Go to this department. We got 7 working group. So engage with them. Okay.
Great.
If you expert in SAR, okay, you can talk with, you can communicate with fire department. Okay. Security, you can go to police department. But I say must do the earlier preparedness.
Great, thank you. And for Tuan Haji Khairil, for during the flood season, we usually see an influx of volunteers, but managing them is mobilizing them and managing them is actually a big challenge. How do you manage that? And I would also like to ask the same question later to Captain Ruslan as well, if they do engage volunteers. How does MRA manage the volunteers?
Okay. How we have a database for all our volunteers actually. Now from the database, we know where to channel them to certain areas. For example, I'll give you an example. No, we have engineering team and medical team. During in the evacuation of PPS, you don't need the engineering team to be there. No, What they need now is more on the medical doctors and also the logistic guys who can support the various agencies that are working on the ground. This volunteer that we sent, we didn't send, we will choose and specifically what role they can play on the ground. It's not just volunteers for the sake of sending volunteers. So this is very important because we're not taking volunteers to carry or to be a labor. It's not a labor force. You can use a local people to carry goods or this thing, but we send expertise how to can assist the local authorities, during that particular time. So we base on what they really need at that particular time. It's not you want to send 40 or 50 people. No. And also, like for example, like post-flood. Even in post-flood, you want to wash school, and for example, you need a lot of volunteers. But it's not only the volunteers actually. You don't need a lot of volunteers. You need equipment. You need equipment. For example, what we are working with various parties. For example, we put Roro, whereby the villagers or the victim, when they clean the house, they can put the Roro, and then we ran a big we call it forklift, a bulldozer, to clear the thing. That means we cut all this unnecessary movement of volunteers, and make the thing, to clean the affected areas more efficient. Instead of you bring out 2 buses or 3 buses of volunteers, and you stay there for 2 days or 3 days with all the food, lodging, everything, but you didn't do anything. You just clear a few things. You need equipment, you need expertise to do that particular operation. We learned, of course, last time we did send 3 buses, 4 buses of volunteers, but it's not effective at all. We learned a lot.
That's actually very interesting. This is where we talk about the best practices. So as MRA, you've been in the field for a very long time, and you've had a lot of experiences. You learned. So how do you convey this to other NGOs so that they don't make the same mistake? And you actually stressed on this important part, which is the unnecessary unnecessary loss of resources. So is there something that MRA is doing in order to share the knowledge with other NGOs so that they don't fall into the same mistakes?
Yeah, we did educate with our network, about what we're going to do during the pre-post, and during the flood, especially the most important, during the flood, we have a lot of various agencies coming in. But the most important thing is post-flood, because they need everything. When people go back to their house, they need to clean. So what is the efficient way to clean the whole village? You cannot put 20 or 40 volunteers for 2 or 3 days. You need, like I told you, you need the equipment. The best practice how to clear the thing within 2 or 3 days. We need a big water pump, for example. Because there's no electricity, we need a generator. If you go to on the ground, you don't bring all these things, you just want to use your your energy to clear it. No way you can do it. Because even you have a water pump, but if you didn't bring a generator, you cannot use the water pump. So all these things you must prepare before you move on the ground. This is a thing that we always discuss with our partners, with our network, network NGOs, how we want to do efficiency, and we also educate the donors, we educate donors. You can assist us, maybe to rent for 1 week a big forklift, rather than you send 3 buses or 4 buses of volunteers.
About the red zone and the yellow zone, and then was it green or gray?
Green zone.
Yeah.
And the green zone.
Yeah.
So and he did mention that a lot of NGOs actually go into the red zone, which is not supposed to be the case. How often do NGOs actually go there, from your expertise, and what would your message be to them?
Okay, actually, in Malaysia we got the RRMK 20. Okay, but very happy because nowadays many NGOs know about the RHM K20 because when you managing the disaster, this thing we must know because this one this is the guideline, not the we call the law. It's not the guideline. Okay, so the guideline is very best practice we can do. Okay, before any NGOs go to the red zone, okay, they must call or they must got clearance from the police department. We call there for the enter there we got PKTK, okay, PKTK, okay. So before they go to PKTK, actually NGOs no need to go to the ground zero, okay, no need to go to the ground zero, okay. They can call PKOB, tadi said PKOB, then PKOB is located in the district office, chaired by DO, district officer. So if any help or bantuan yang nak hantar must go to district officer.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very clear. And then for the NGOs who want to go to helping or to do the search and rescue, you must liaise with the fire department or police. But that's what I said lah. You go to ground zero and you just bring nothing. You do have the PPE, personal equipment, so you have do nothing. So better you stay out for the red zone and you working in the yellow red zone and help other agency because agency we are concentrate in the red zone. Okay, so you got job or you got another tugas lain di yellow zone. So bantu kami di green zone.
Great.
That's very helpful for us. For the red zone, let us do our job.
Great. Thank you. This is an important message to all the NGOs present and online. Please take that into consideration. I think now I'll be fair to those who are with us here today and those online to be able to ask questions to the panelists. So I would open the floor for questions.
I think you all can see me from here. Hi, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And also good afternoon to non-Muslim. My name is Vikhar Ahmed bin Muhammad. I represent Malaysian Consultative Council Islamic Organization as the Director of International Affairs. I just would like to find out, recently there is floods happens I think last year and also early this year, like in the KL, especially in the township and the biggest city. The thing is that the warning system on alert the people about the floods, because during that floods there's a lot of incident happens, especially accidents, casualty, victims and all of this. How is the coordination between authorities and also the agencies that involved with this, and how coordination would be done into the consultative council or between the agencies and also the state, or with regards to the NGOs which are really first to the site to provide an assistance with immediately. Thank you.
Who would like to take that?
Okay, I think maybe I can answer the question. No? Okay, what normally we do in Selangor, we have our, what we call it, our contact person in every district. No, we call it our volunteers or co-volunteers in every district in Selangor, for example. So when it happened like last 3 weeks, it happened in Banting, no. So we had the information that Banting is going to be a flood, no, flash flood, maybe 1 or 2 days. So what we did is to contact, the local authorities in Banting areas, the DO especially, and also they have a the local disaster committee there. No, we contact what we can assist. So during that time, what we do, we prepare everything. Hopefully, we don't want any flood to happen down there. But actually, it happened in Banting last 3 weeks. So what we did, we working with local authorities, and local authorities did send certain aids to them. As an NGOs, we just fill the gaps. No, we just fill the gaps. No, Alhamdulillah, only one is a flash flood. So what we do after that, they still need to clean the house. Then we assist them to clean the house. I think the mechanism is there. The only thing is how we can work together closely with the local and at the local community itself. No? Because when it become because this happening when we have a localized disaster, it's not a nationwide or statewide disaster. Like what happened in Kelang, no, and in Banting, and in fact in Kuala Langat last 3 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. So all this data we need to know, and then this information, we have this information, and then we check with the local authorities, and from there we react to it. No? I think the coordination is there. We learned a lot from last year disaster, no mistake, no? Yeah.
Great, thank
Okay,
you.
maybe I
And
can add
also, yes, sir.
add
Yes,
something.
please. Yes.
Okay. Actually, public must know to differentiate emergency case and disaster. This one, actually public kurang tahu apa itu kecemasan, apa itu bencana. Because if emergency, they can call 999. Okay. If disaster, only DO can declare, okay, this is a disaster. Okay. This one public must know, must differentiate what is the disaster, what is the emergency.
Yeah.
If kalau mereka tahu apa itu disaster, apa itu kecemasan, then the coordination is clear there.
Yeah.
Because when the DO declared this is a disaster, the committee of disaster management have set up. Our agency know their job. We got 7 for the technical support. If flood, JPS send the team. So the system is there. Only public must know this is emergency case, this is disaster. That's all. Yeah.
Great. Thank you very much. Thank you. I think we have also questions from the online participants. So maybe Sheikh Ghani can help us with some of them.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
I'm going to read first 2 questions. Some NGOs complaining that they are facing difficulties when they want to offer assistance to disaster areas due to bureaucracy and so on. Who are the actual first contact point they shall reach for? That's number 1. Second, if an organization such as a GLC wants to form their own ERT, emergency response team, for disasters such as flood, who they can refer to in order for the setup of the team?
Okay. The first question is it's about what is it?
Contact point.
The contact point.
Yeah.
Okay, if we declare disaster in district areas, in district, the contact point is a DO office. Normally, he will set a committee for disaster.
Yeah.
So there is a PKOB. Yeah. So this is the contact point that you need to know all the data, know what is the area that we need to can work. From there you can see if you are on the medical NGOs, you can work with KKM at the district level.
Yeah.
No? But then, like Captain Roslan explained just now, is if you are more like to give assistance, the emergency relief, JKM is there. This is where the contact point is. Number 1. No? Number 2 is about the GLC. They want to form emergency response team. They want to normally what we advise to our partners, GLC, our donors, no? What we advise to our donors normally is if they want to set up an emergency, relief team or whatever is it they call, no? but they have to work together with local, with the NGOs working on the ground. No? Because to be frank with you, not all personnel from GLC, they have experiences in disaster, their assistance, no? So they need to work with, the trusted, that they trust, the NGO that they trust, to work together with them. At the same time, it's not, recommended for them to go during the peak of the disaster, no? Because no point for them to go there in the hotspot. So actually they can form the disaster relief. We work with a few GLC who they have their own disaster relief team. We have all the database with GLC. So they know, they will always call us, and then we will advise them where to go, how to go, what to give it to them, and they can send it to their team. No, but we don't need a big team. We don't need them to go 40 or 50 people during the peak of the disaster. No? So this is the thing that normally we need to discuss with the GLC. Of course, they can form the emergency relief team, but at the same time they have to work together with, the parties that really have experience on the ground. No, I think that's my advice.
For the GLC to perform the ERT in Civil Force, we got one program that we call CEDET, Civil Emergency Response Team. Okay, this program, the GLC or every NGOs can work out with Mr. Civilian Force. Okay, yeah. So they can call us. We can assist them to perform the ERT team. Okay.
Great, thank you. Just to recheck, was in the question, did the person ask if how to set a team, or was it not there? Okay, great. Okay, that's good. Just wanted to.
This is one of the from
you can
GLCs.
always, I think, refer to
Call Civil Defense Force.
Civil Defense.
You can always, refer to them. Inshallah.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a question from here.
Hello.
Hello, yeah.
Hello, my name is Ashraf.
Okay, sir.
I'm just an ordinary volunteer, committed volunteer. I go to several NGOs to help when they need help, manpower help lah. Okay. The issue arise. This is based on experience and my NGO, what they share feedback about the disaster, about the helping thing, is the concern about the urgency of actions during the disaster happen. I give you two case study, two example. For example, during the flood, just like the recent one, when they call for help, but the help didn't reach urgently. That's why, due to the empathy and also concern by the from the citizens and also from the people that affected, they reach the out people, so that the out people, if they have boats or other things, facilities, that they can directly reach. I think that's one of the concern lah, but that's why we need coordination, right? Okay, another case study is after flood. This is based on the feedback of my NGO. They say that they are already contact DO, and also the people that affected already wait long for the necessities and the help to come for them, like the foods, the toto, and other things. So due to that reason, they ask help from other NGO, and the NGO come. But when the NGO come, they need to wait for the, just like the concern just now, bureaucracy take time. That's why the urgency want to ask the DO to ease the process. So how can these two problems can be solved, so that we can settle, we can arrange it effectively in the upcoming disaster and floods lah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think that is a good question. No? I mean, this is really happening on the ground. But as you know, it's not happening in Kelantan or in Terengganu. Why? Because everybody know what is their role in Kelantan and Terengganu. Because they are facing flood every year. So the local community, they know what they're going to do. In fact, the DO know about it. Even the police inspector on this small balai police, they know what to do. No? because it's normal every day. But when it happened in Klang Valley, everybody don't know what is their role actually. We face the same problem. Even we are registered NGOs, we face the same problem. But it's a matter of dialogue with the local authorities. Because when we send our doctors, when we go to one of PPS in Taman, forget it, Taman Konot, forget it. No? They don't even have any doctors or any medicines there. And people are asking, where is the doctors? Because they don't, the thing here, they don't have a coordination, even a coordination meeting. But when we are in Kelantan, actually, when we're in Kelantan, in big Kelantan, every morning at 10 a.m., we have a discussion with all the parties, chaired by the DO. We have police, we have Kementerian Kesihatan, we have Bomba, all these people are there, and the NGOs. So we know who is working on what sectors, but not in Kuala Lumpur last year, because it's not to say there's no system, but the people who manage the system, because it's really barely hit KL, no? Maybe last 30 years there'll be a very big flood. But we don't have any problem. Of course, the problem is still there, but we have less problem in Kelantan and Terengganu. No? So it's a matter of who can play a role there. Don't interfere with politics or this thing. Political thing is another thing, right? But we have the same problem, not only the netizen, but we have to solve that problem. We have to engage the local authorities. I understand some people say, no, we have to go, no? We have to send everything. But how effective is it? If there is no coordination. I want to touch about this netizen who say that they have to give. Just want to.
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay. It happened to us, no? I always touch this issue, but this is a very sensitive issue. No? People want to help, but actually they are not helping at all. Okay? For example, there's one surau. No? The committee of this surau or this community, they want to send in, what we call in Terengganu. For example, this coming, especially this Friday, no? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, no? They will go on Friday night or Friday evening. They'll have to come back on Sunday because they have to give report on Monday to the surau. So what they do, they don't have any contact there. They even don't know what they want to bring. So they bring, okay, surau kata, give them rice, this. So when they arrive there, they don't know to whom they want to give. So they just give. It happened, no? It happened. They just give because they have to clear the thing. Their task is to clear the thing to the flood victim. Right? Because on Monday they have to report back to surau. So it's not effective at all. Sometimes people who get that thing, they have abundance of rice at their house. Because they cannot go deep inside. That's what happening in Kelantan last time, in Terengganu. I went to one house, we went to one house, no? Even after we want to go back, this makcik say, anak, ambil beras 2-3. They want to give rice to us because everybody give rice to him. No, I go back and see behind his house, a lot of rice, maybe 10 pack. So this is a thing, no? Netizen, they want to go in and help to assist, but I think there must be more systematic how to assist the people. No?
Thank you very much. I think,
yeah.
It's
Last question.
Yeah.
all right.
Hi, sorry. My name is Justin. I'm from Kechara Soup Kitchen. We run the soup kitchen and also a food bank. In previous times, we have always wanted to contribute, but like you said, we felt it's going to be redundant and not coordinated. So when I tried to look for information, I couldn't get it at all anywhere, and it's a bit of pieces here and there. And I agree with Ashraf here. He said there are people calling for help. Nowadays, social media is so easy to accessible to everyone. So by the time this gentleman has already called for help, it could have been days after or maybe hours later. So many people saw it, and then people just jump and give. I think the problem here is where is this information available? Let's say multimedia ministry or anywhere. We need to have a formal portal where we can refer. Let's say just now, Captain Roslan has said, go to this website. Our website, all this information are available. My experience last time, when we have this pandemic era, we actually delivered food to Kuala Tahan for the Orang Asli community there. And we have the people there already. And when we called the district officers, they don't know what to do. They couldn't answer. I understand because it is about the pandemic and there's a strict policy where we are not supposed to be in contact. We have to sterilize, we have to sanitize the food and all that. But all these processes have been taking us too long. End up, we are supposed to give it today. We end up delivering next week, which is a bit tough for people to understand, because we are here like we as an NGO, we also have to report to our so-called donors, hey, what happened? I gave you that packet. Until now, no news. So that sort of thing. So what I see here is the information. And that's why people just go, don't care, we just send, I want to be charitable, I just give, like the madrasa, the mosque and all that. They come from a very kind-hearted angle. It's just that I feel information is not there or proper dissemination, and which is why I'm here, and which is also why I feel this talk is very good. Congratulations to Nama Foundation too. Thank you.
Thank you. Comment or answer? Because comment can, but no question, right? No suggestion.
All right, thank you for giving me time. So for the first things that congratulate to the Nama Foundations for the program is today is very good. So my suggestion is today, I think it's better Nama Foundation lead for the coordination after this, calling to among NGOs, and then we are calling the speaker, the local authority about this. I think for disasters, what they can do. SOP, standard operation procedure. So I think that's good. Maybe because Nama Foundation have a ton of money, there's maybe they can help after this. Yes, I think that's many NGO don't know how to help, and then what they can help after this. So that's my suggestions. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I really apologize. I see hands coming up.
I'm so sorry. It's more of an offer and request rather than a question. Is that okay? Yeah, because what I'm about to ask for is actually very, very special. I'm from SPCS Langor. SPCS Langor. For the animals. We actually organized the last minute, December flood relief dekat Sri Nanding dengan Sri Muda. We organize everything within 24 hours. So we would like to first request for formal training from either JPAM, kalau boleh. Sebab we think we have something to offer. We managed to get all the vet help, medical supplies, volunteers, all within 24 hours. And we also think that we have the expertise of handling animals. We understand animals are not priorities. Tapi the Sri Muda dengan Sri Nanding tu, we encounter 7,000 animals, pet animals by the way. No, it's not good news. Most of them actually died. Sebab owner, they don't understand how to rescue or release their pet. They put in a cage and then they just let it be. And then they just drown. So on that front, we like to offer education on the owners during flood relief as well. And then also third, we would like to offer our expertise in handling animals, be it pet, or feral or strays. We can help you capture and then we can get them out without kacau the operation of a humanitarian effort, because we think that that's higher priority that we understand. So we would like to start something immediately.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think we have come to an end of today's session. So on behalf of
First time.
Okay, all right, thank you.
All right. With this, I would like to thank you once again very much, and thanks to our online participants. And for those who are here with us today, you may proceed to the refreshment outside. Thank you very much. Wassalamu
Thank you.
alaikum.
Waalaikumsalam
Thank you.
warahmatullah.